Now this next thing I want to work on in Krav Maga, what's really important in Krav Maga, and one of the things that drew me to Krav Maga and something that we emphasize at this school is the mindset training. Every martial art has techniques. Every martial art has training methodologies, self-defense techniques, focuses. Some focus at themes about grappling, some standing up. And they have strategies that get them into those positions. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, they have a strategy to close the distance to where they can take it to the ground. Boxers may have a distance strategy to measure distance, to get inside. For us, we have the techniques, we have the strategies, but the mindset training, which comes from its roots in the IDF, was how do you replace 10 to 15 years of training in like 2 weeks or a month? How do you turn somebody into a warrior fast? How do you not only want them to attack, but you kind of overcome that fear reaction? And there's tons of studies on it, a lot of psychology, the freeze, the flight or fight kind of mentality. Something happens and you tense up. Sometimes people hear loud noises and this just happens. Or you see something coming at you and you flinch, so you have the flinch response. Sometimes people who've been assaulted or victims of crime before, they react, more of that kind of frozen mentality than other people may. Sometimes you can be trained very well in a martial art, but if you don't recognize that you're being attacked or this is the time to do something, then you're going to lose. So Krav Maga in the IDF was, aggression drills. Get that person who's never been in combat willing to attack and fight. And as it comes to the civilian world, it's the same thing. You recognize you're being hit, but you have to attack. You're somebody who doesn't normally attack. We train to deal with people who go out there and attack and start fights. So it's not so much aggressiveness in the sense that we want to be aggressive bullies, but you go from this relaxed state. It's more of a determination thing. Relax and then you continue attacking. We have drills that deal with, disorientation and coming in and attacking. So, this mindset, those drills are key. It's the same thing with sports psychology, performance psychology. How do you make an athlete perform at their best? Different meditative kind of drills, mindfulness drills. A lot of people are realizing not only in sports or martial arts, but in the military, they're focusing a lot on psychology and how the brain works and how you deal with stuff, how you kind of evaluate information really quickly, like with the OODA loop. And so that's a big part of what we do. And when I heard about Krav Maga, I had a background in kickboxing and other martial arts, that's what drew it to me. Because I was like, that's what's important. That's what people need. And, there's too many people that are scared. And there's too many people that allow themselves to be victims because they don't recognize what's happening. So you'll see tons of drills that we do in this school, and we emphasize all those different aspects of what's going on in the mind. Our training is 3 parts, and that's one major part of it. So the drill we're going to do now builds off on that offensive front kick that we were doing. So your pad holder is just going to hold it here. He's not going to present it. When he presents it for that groin kick, you're going to throw out your 2 kicks, okay? He's just holding, he's moving, he presents it, and then you're resetting, and you're moving. He's going to come out, and you're going to stay square on him, he puts it out, and he kicks. Then, when you hear me say down, I just want you to drop right to your knees, and you're just relaxing. Sink your butt to your heels, almost like your typical Buddhist sitting position, but don't worry about that. But I want you to settle. I don't want you to be half ready to launch. And then when you hear me say up, you're going to jump up, and then you're going to start doing something else again, okay? But as soon as you hear me say down, just go down. And then just breathe, relax, okay? Control your breath. Lots of times people start going, you can cause yourself to hyperventilate, okay? You resettle. You can use breathing exercises in yoga, but you can also use them in like pain management. Nausea, that's how you deal with stuff. You control your breath, right? So, partner up. Partner's going to be moving around. He's going to present the target, 2 kicks as fast as you can, and then you reset. The person's moving around you. You're only going to respond to my down and mine up. All right? Let's go.